case of chain passing.
On the overlap.
Brazil will score.
Dummies and goes. Tyrone Roberts. That is his specialty.
Hello everyone, welcome to round 15 of the National Rugby League. Of course, a short round this week, only 4 games, given the fact that there is the second State of Origin in Queensland next Wednesday night. Really interesting scenario when you have a look at the top 8. 7th and 8th position are currently on 16 points. Then you've got 4 teams on 12 points. Now, 3 of those 4 teams get the bye this weekend, taking them up to 14 points, so it's imperative 7th and 8th have a win this weekend. Let's have a look at the matches starting off tonight, and it's an absolute cracker between the Bulldogs and the Roosters. Now, the Roosters have probably lost a little bit more than the Bulldogs as far as State of Origin is concerned, with their halves in Mitchell Pearce and James Maloney out of the side. Sonny Bill is touted to come in and play 5/8, but there is some doubt that he'll even take the field tonight. Given the fact that Josh Reynolds and Josh Morris are also out of the Canterbury side, you would think it's going to be fairly even, but I think the Bulldogs are playing some really good footy at the moment, and I'm going to tip the Bulldogs to beat the Roosters. Then we go tomorrow, and the Tigers and the Raiders. This one is at Campbelltown Stadium. Now, the Raiders have only won once there in the last 4 or 5 occasions, and I think that trend might continue. They will go into the game as favourite, but they've lost a couple as well in Blake Ferguson and Josh Papali, who's been called up for State of Origin. So evens the ledger a little bit. The Tigers decimated with injury, but I've got a funny feeling they might bounce back at Campbelltown. I'm going to tip the Tigers in a massive upset. Then on Sunday, the Eels play the Rabbitohs. One Burgess out, another one comes in. His twin brother, George out, Tom in. Inglis is out, of course, for State of Origin, and Nathan Merritt, which is the real feel-good story of State of Origin, he's out due to State of Origin duties, but I just can't see any way that the Rabbitohs will lose to Parramatta. Top v bottom. Then on Monday night, and I think this is probably the match of the weekend, the Titans and the Storm. Now, as we know, the Storm have lost plenty of players, the big 3, plus Ryan Hoffman. The Titans have lost Greg Bird and Nate Miles. But they get Ashley Harrison back, who has been dropped from the Queensland side, which was a massive blow to Ash Harrison. But I think he'll fire up and be able to get his team across the board against the Storm. I'm tipping the Titans to beat the Storm at Skill Park. Then Wednesday night, Queensland versus New South Wales. Now, we'd love nothing more than the Blues to wrap up the series at Suncorp Stadium, but it's a massive, massive ask up there. Papali comes into the side, Daly Cherry Evans comes into the side for Queensland. A little bit of balance there and a little bit of firepower off the bench. I think Queensland are very tough to beat at Suncorp Stadium. They might get New South Wales by a point, which will set up Game 3, but I would love nothing more to be absolutely so wrong here and for New South Wales to have a win. Enjoy your weekend.